Good evening, everyone. I'm Cladra Rhodes. Before Simone Biles and other legendary female Olympians, there was Babe Didrikson Zaharias, a Southeast Texan Olympian, multi-sport athlete, and a pioneer of women's sports. 12 News reporter Kayla Shote shows her legacy.
At a time when women were still fighting to be allowed to work, vote, and more, Mildred Ella Babe Didrikson Zaharias was blazing a trail for female athletes. She excelled at baseball, basketball, golf, track and field, setting multiple world records, and co-founded the Ladies Professional Golf Association.
It really sort of gave young girls in this area someone to look up to.
Born in Port Arthur, Texas, in 1911 to a family of Norwegian immigrants. Her family later moved to Beaumont. Babe Didrikson Zaharias never forgot her Southeast Texas roots.
She was one of the first women to play all of the sports professionally and do it well.
But it all started in her childhood neighborhood with baseball.
She got the nickname Babe playing baseball with some friends, and she hit, supposedly, according to her, she hit 5 home runs in one game, and her friends all started calling her Babe after Babe Ruth.
Her nephew George Grimes says playing sports was a neighborhood activity.
So they had a little circus that they got in between the houses and made, different chin bars and all that kind of stuff. There were a lot of hedges in the neighborhood. Everybody had hedges. So they went around to the neighbors and asked them if they would all cut their hedges at the same height. And then they would run and jump the hurdles as they were going.
Jumping hedges paid off.
Whenever she was preparing for national championship, she competed against a 22-woman team in a track and field event, and she won as a single person to the 22-person team.
In 1932, she competed in the Olympics for track and field.
She set so many records just herself,
setting new world records in the javelin throw and 80-meter hurdle. After that, she went on to dominate the world of golf.
She started learning to play golf in 1931, and by 1935, she was already on the professional circuit.
Playing against men.
1935, she was the first woman to play in a PGA tournament, and no other woman did that again until Annika Sorenstam in 2003. So that was almost 6 decades.
And is still the only woman to make the top cut at the PGA.
She made the cut twice. So that's a big deal. She's the only woman to have ever made the cut.
Zaharias went on to co-found the Ladies Professional Golf Association, so women like her would have a professional league.
Babe was the GOAT before anybody ever had that nickname.
Her family says she knew it too.
She was well respected, and she was a heck of a competitor, and she used to tease a lot when, Babe's here, who's going to come in second? That was one of her big ones.
You can learn more about Babe Zaharias' impact on women's sports during a tour at the Museum of the Gulf Coast and Babe Zaharias Museum and Visitor Center. In Port Arthur, Kayla Shote, 12 News.